Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend Chelsy Davy has reportedly married hotelier Sam Scott. The businesswoman, who was in an on-and-off relationship with the Duke of Sussex for 7 years, tied the knot with Oxford graduate Mr. Scott in a private wedding that very few people knew about. The 36-year-old, who was born in Zimbabwe and grew up on her family's game reserve in the country, was a guest at Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding in May 2018. Her new husband is the brother of Hollywood actor Jack Scott, who has starred in the Christopher Nolan blockbusters Tenet and Dunkirk. Jewelry brand owner Chelsy appears to have confirmed her nuptials after sharing a photograph that shows her wearing a wedding band underneath her engagement ring. She has one child, called Leo, with 37-year-old Sam, who is a managing director at the Harper Hotel in Holt, Norfolk, and was in the year above Harry at Eton College. During her sometimes turbulent romance with Harry, Chelsy was never comfortable with the media attention that her then relationship caused. The pair broke up in 2011, with Chelsy citing the endless media attention as a major factor in her decision not to continue the relationship. "I found it very difficult," she revealed a few years later. "I couldn't cope. I was young, I was trying to be a normal kid and it was horrible." In other news, Prince Harry's body language showed someone who was sensing disbelief and anger and had clearly been hurt as he spoke at an online event. The Duke of Sussex, who currently resides in California, attended a webinar run by the youth charity 5 Rights Foundation to help launch an online safety toolkit for children on Monday. The event saw Harry speak with young people from around the world to discuss what was needed to be done to truly make the internet safe for children. Prince Harry expressed that he hoped his 2 little ones will never have to experience the internet as it exists now. He added that the business model of social media companies is succeeding at doing exactly what it is meant to do: pull us in, keep us scrolling, make us angry. Nick Davies, a leading UK psychotherapist and body language expert, analysed Harry's body language in the webinar exclusively. When he pauses after saying social media isn't working, he tilts his head forward and to the left with an expression of someone who is sensing disbelief and anger, Mr. Davies told us. The expert added that the Duke could be seen pressing his lips together tightly, which showed worry for his children if things don't change, as he spoke about being a father. Mr. Davies said that Prince Harry clearly has been hurt by the online world, which could be seen through his other micro-expressions. But added the Duke is more focused on being a protective parent to his children that he wants to protect and clearly loves deeply. The event featured speakers from the African Union, European Union, and United Nations. It is unclear what fee, if any, Prince Harry received for his appearance. In the other hand, Prince Harry's memoir book is due for release later this year and is set to erupt even more tensions within the royal family. Speaking on royals, PR expert Lydia Sidrian said that once Harry starts pointing fingers, in his book, he will need to make sure he can back up claims that he makes. She claims that this is much like we see in the celebrity space too. Royals host Christina Garibaldi said, "Do you think that Meghan and Harry should stop talking about the royal family, and then we have this book that Harry, is releasing, supposedly at the end of the year?" Ms. Sidrian said, "It's a lot. I think what's interesting is we're all outsiders just looking in, right? And let's face it, it's fun to read, it's salacious, it's juicy, it's gossip. Would we want somebody writing about us that way? Of course not. We'd be mortified, so I can imagine that the royal family, mortified by some of this. The royals, again, have a persona, an institution to manage, and there's such a wonderful quality to that." Speaking of the potential memoir claims, the PR expert added, "That's really tricky if you start pointing out where the strings are and you know what the magic is, what the magician's doing behind the scenes. If you are going to disillusion all that, be really careful where you step, because those are some of the landmines we see in the celebrity space too, right? You start pointing out and pointing fingers, make sure you can back it up."